Okay, they've started building these enormous gasoline stations. I won't tell you what they're called, nor will I tell you the kind of gasoline they sell, but it does feature Focus. Focus. I don't know if you can read that. It says no ethanol. So, $23 gave me almost 9.5 gallons of real, genuine gasoline. You guys in Canada don't know what this is like, having to buy gas with moonshine in it. But here in Oklahoma, you can actually buy gas, real gas. So, I got this magic mount for Christmas, and I have one of these, and it works great as far as the mount. But the magicness of the glue here is not magic at all. It doesn't work. It works very poorly, actually. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to eliminate this rubber deal here because it does not work. It does if you stick it to a window or something glass. Yeah, it'll stick to it. Underneath this there's kind of a glue surface, I believe. I think. Yeah, there's kind of a sticky surface underneath it. And it's supposed to stick to, maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe it's just supposed to stick to glass. That's probably why it doesn't stick to anything. Anyways, we stuck it to plastic and it didn't stick to it because plastic bleeds. And it fell off and it was miserable. It was a piece of junk. So I don't want to stick this to my glass because I don't like sticking anything to the windshield, simply because if you stick it to the windshield, that's a blind spot. And I don't see very well to begin with, so I want to take and eliminate as many blind spots as I can. So show you what I'm going to do to adapt this so it'll stick on vinyl, okay, like your dash. And vinyl bleeds. You got to remember that. So I've got one stuck to the Nissan out there. I'll show you that. It's been on there for a good long time. I think since Christmas of last year, because I bought one for my wife for Christmas this year. She bought me one. So anyways, let's get going here. Okay, I ripped this plastic piece out and I broke it, of course. You don't need it anyways. And this little spring. And so this looks absolutely useless and broken now. But trust me, it isn't. I'll show you what we're going to do next. I had a piece of galvanized sheet. You don't have to use galvanized in my stash, and I cut a circle out with my scissors, tin snips. I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to trace around it with this red pen, and then I'm going to cut it out accurately, and then kind of grind all the edges so they're not sharp. I have now trimmed my piece of metal with my tin snips. Cleaned it off really well with brake clean. I'm going to use some Beta Seal, which is urethane windshield sealant. You can use silicone, will work also. Of course, the silicone or the Beta Seal, the urethane, is not going to stick to the plastic in there. So what you have to do is you have to get up underneath this gizmo here, this little plate, and make a mechanical seal. So if you can get it up underneath there and fill this whole place in, and then of course it'll stick to the metal, and then you put that on that like that, and you'll have a metal base now instead of that wacky plastic rubber thing there that's for windshields. Okay, here we have it glued to the device. As you can see, metal base. We're going to let that set inside because it's cold outside. What you want is double-faced tape. Don't go to Hazard Fraud to buy this. Buy this as 3M. Walmart sells a little roll of it. It's relatively cheap. Warm, dry, and clean is the way we want to put this on. So let this dry and I'll show you how this goes on our dash next. I have attached the 3M tape to the base of my magnetic gizmo, and I think I'm going to stick it right there. You need to find a place to put it. It will now stick on plastic. It'll stick on vinyl, and it'll stay there for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little pad that they've given me to clean that off, and I've also used the pad to clean off my GPS, and I put the magnet on the back of it. I put the other one on my phone. So now I got to find a place to put that. I'm going to clean that off, pull that tape off of there, and stick it on there. The van's been running for a while. I've been running around town, so it's warm inside, and that's going to help also. There you have it. Now my Garmin can be not on the windshield. It can be on the dash, and can be out of sight, out of mind, cover that, when I go into a store. So I don't have to mess around with the little suction cup thing, because thieves love these, and to take and just be able to put it up there magnetically, pull it down, is a great deal. This is stuck quite well and should last for a while. It's kind of on a curved surface, so we will see. It might pull on it a little bit, and eventually it'll come off. But show you the other one. This is in the wife's car, and this is stuck to vinyl. Remember that vinyl bleeds, and after a while it'll probably come off. But this has been on since, well, she got it for, I think I bought it for either in March, February or March, and I stuck it on there that way, and it's been there since. So that's a good way to do that, is with the 3M tape and a piece of metal. Now, there you go. That's how you stick one of those on there. Then you don't have it on your windshield, and you can see really well, and that not be in the way. Very good.